Hi parents, welcome to this supplementary video. Starting with the younger children, they are learning about the fall of Jericho. After a long time traveling around in the wilderness, the Israelites were finally getting close to the promised land. The only thing in the way of that was the wall of Jericho. So God gave the Israelites instructions that I'm sure it did not make sense to them at the time. To walk around the city for 6 days and then 7 on the 7th day, how does that even make sense, right? And so the main point for the children to understand is this. God works in mysterious ways. Sometimes He tells us to do things that does not really make sense at the time. And a good example of this is with parents, right? We give rules to the children to follow. And many times they do not understand the reasoning behind the rules. But in the end, everything works together for their good. So the children just need to know that just as they trust and obey their parents, they need to trust and obey God, even when it does not make sense at the time. For the older children, they are learning about the Israelites and the battle of the city of Ai. Because of the sin of one man, all of Israel had to pay a heavy price. They lost the first battle with Ai because instead of honoring God by giving the treasures that were won in the Battle of Jericho, Achan's greed got in the way and pretty much stole from God. He thought that he can get away with it, right? By stealing the robe, the gold, and the silver with no one looking. And so the main point is this: Achan did not have the fear of the Lord. The fear of the Lord is an important aspect to our spiritual formation. The Bible teaches us that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And since Achan did not have the fear of God, he did something very foolish and stole from him. Even though sometimes we can get away with something because no one saw it, God sees all, and He is a righteous judge. In the end, the mistakes that we make can come back to haunt us. So it needs to be said that everything we have ultimately belongs to God. All the possessions, all the blessings that we have has been given to us by God's grace. So therefore, we need to be faithful stewards of what God has given us and always have reverence. And that's it. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. Take care.